She ain't told out. Your mother ran this thing round and she already. I told her that it's talking, told him, told the video. Show the cover stacks and told out.
My bitches, only thing on my mind is you. And whenever I'm hitting it, I'm thinking about spending my life with you. Swag, while I be piping you. Rubber bands, I said bodies drop, them kids never had a chance. When I pulled up like the ice cream truck, straight out the window like the ice cream truck. I've been ballin', could've skipped college, I'm a bad boy with that big popper. 12 gauge when I headshot him, bust his head open like a pinata. Like Percy Miller, I've been body, come find your ass like Ben Laden. A lot of niggas acting hard on these computers. Hate that this gangster got bars like Larry Hoover. And everything I touch get ripped like Freddie Cooper.
See, I'm riding through the city with my woe. Yeah, we tuned in HotxxMagOnlineRadio. Yeah, she put that work in and you know it shows. So who's fucking with this online radio?
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Tara J, with HotxxMag Online Radio. Okay. Listen, you guys, we are live tonight, and I'm super excited. I don't know about y'all, but I am, because we got a special guest coming up live tonight, okay? I know y'all been seeing the flyer, me telling y'all that we got a special guest and everything, but I hope that y'all ready for this one, because we're going to get to it, okay? But before we get into this interview, let's get into this music video. I hope y'all ready. Let's get it.
This is you, man, Tony the Don.
And that don't mean the Don, far as the Godfather, motherfuckers. That means a megalodon, a prehistoric ancient shark, motherfuckers. Will bite your ass.
What the fuck how I'm supposed to change when niggas drop dimes? How you know the game? Tell me, yeah, how I'm supposed to change when niggas start telling how to escape the lane. How you living, you ain't part of the game. Niggas got a case, dog, can't relate the same. Niggas did pump all the cane, but gotta get away cause shit ain't been the same. I'ma start the shit just like this. Got another house swimming through the mist. Getting all the cloud grand on my mother shit. Just fine, can't see with the thicker rent. New car, got a play from a double man. Lost a mother called damn with some other shit. Going in the fire, we was fucking trouble, man. Fuck that, I'll grab it where it wasn't there. Bought a nigga life just like that. Acting like I never sold crack. Fucking with the poppies, had to make the shit back. Play close to a nigga so rat. Couldn't believe dude chillin' on my set. Told my nigga, yo, shoot him in his back. We don't know if he asks where he at. Laid in the car, peer way back. 55,000 sitting in the bando. Got my soldier that we wearing on his camo. When he hit the fall, nigga grab my hand though. Maybe bullets hit a nigga like Rambo. Did he live? I don't think he had a chance though. What a day, maybe even take a stand though. With the people calling all them niggas stand though. So all of the work, damn, I let the grands know. What the fuck how I'm supposed to change when niggas drop dimes? How you know the game? Tell me, yeah, how I'm supposed to change when niggas start telling how I escape the lane. How you living? You ain't part of the game. Niggas got a case, dog, can't relate the same. Niggas did pump all the cane, but gotta get away, cause shit ain't been the same. With the rats doing fine, I sip, taste mine. They know that Tony gonna ball on the grind. Hit them all with the bands for the racks though. With the niggas, then they moving all they packs though. Got a grand from a nigga, can't flip, touch that. Try to shoot it down, but he had to bust back. Gotta chill, cause the government came back. Hit niggas with a 9 to the undercat. I hustle with them niggas where I hustle at. Sell 8 balls, gotta make the money back. You gotta move sprint like a running back. My niggas on the block can be coming back. What the fuck how I'm supposed to change when niggas drop dimes? How you know the game? Tell me, yeah, how I'm supposed to change when niggas start telling how I escape the lane. How you living? You ain't part of the game. Niggas got a case, dog, can't relate the same. Niggas did pump all the cane, but gotta get away, cause shit ain't been the same. What the fuck how I'm supposed to change when niggas drop dimes? How you know the game? Tell me, yeah, how I'm supposed to change when niggas start telling how I escape the lane. How you living? You ain't part of the game. Niggas got a case, dog, can't relate the same. Niggas did pump all the cane, but gotta get away, cause shit ain't been the same.
We shook them bitch niggas. We on our way. Peace.
You already know the vibes. I already told y'all how we was about to come up in here real quick. Okay. So listen, we about to bring our special guest live. But before we do, I got to say shout out to my sponsors, Ascot Records, Digital Radio Tracker, and also HotxXMag News. We in there. Shout out to my sponsors, okay? And shout out to Josh from YNC, and also shout out to Jermaine, Tough, and Mayor, okay? Because they about to bring Montana 300 to the city March 1st. So make sure y'all check that out. Also, this Sunday, make sure y'all pop out and watch the Unsung Birds premiere out in McKees Rocks at the Parkway Theater. Red carpet's at 5:30 and the movie starts at 6 p.m. So make sure that y'all pop out. Huge shout out to Nose D. Okay. Listen, like I told y'all, we about to bring a special guest live. So without further ado, what's good? What's good?
Yo, what's going on?
What's good? How are you?
Good. Just enjoying my day.
I know that's right. Period. So, I told the people we got a special guest tonight. I purposely didn't say your name because I want you to introduce yourself. So let the people know who we talking to today.
You talking to the boy Tony the Dahdonn, Megalodon, that's short for ancient prehistoric shark. You know what I mean? I try to dig in my roots and go, you know what I mean, where it begins. That's all.
Yes, absolutely. So let the people know before we even get into the nitty and gritty, let the people know, how did you come up with your artist name?
Well, through my life, I was just like watching different ocean things and, you know what I mean, people that's using different machines to go down into the deep ocean and real deep and stuff. So I started becoming like fascinated with sharks. And I'm like, wait a minute, they start finding old bones and all that. So I said, oh yeah, ancient prehistoric shark. What was it called? And I'm like, oh, Megalodon. That sound hot for a rap name. So it just stuck to me.
Yes, definitely. I love to ask music artists that because, everybody gets creative with their names. And I like that. Most people like yourself say it comes from experience or things they've been through. And some people actually also use their name because it means a lot to them and where they came from. So shout out.
Right.
So, as we just heard your music video and just seen your music video. I like it. It's dope.
Thank you. Shout out to my DJ Mo. He was in there. You know what I'm saying? We trying to come up with a little short film and everything. It's still in the works, but you know what I mean? Shout out to my producer, Tim Odom, for producing and mixing and mastering. He nice with it. And shout out to my videographer, Jason Indy, too. He fire with the videos.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I got allergies. Thank you. These allergies kicking my butt. I don't know about, where you're at currently. Are you in Pittsburgh?
No, I'm in Johnstown, PA. I'm from Philly or whatever, but I'm in Johnstown, PA, which is about an hour and some change from Pittsburgh. So I'm right up the road, if anything.
Okay. Now, is it snowing where you're at? Because it's snowing here.
No, it ain't start yet, though, out here yet. But it will. Believe me, it's coming.
Oh, yeah. And I was shocked because, you were in Pittsburgh not long ago for Cassidy. And it was nice, a decent night. And the last couple of days haven't been too bad either. And today it's just all this snow coming. I'm like, what?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, how we supposed to get these shows done? But hey, we still make it though. That's what
Absolutely.
it's about.
Heck yeah. And speaking of shows and everything, because as I
Mm.
mentioned, you were at Cassidy. We see you got your music video out, you got music out. But let the people know, where did this first get, when did this first start? How did you get started into the rap music?
Well, due to the fact that my mom sings in the choir and stuff, and they do like albums and shows and big stadiums and all that. So I kind of picked it up as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, wait a minute, I'm like Michael Jackson. I could do this stuff too. I see all y'all singing and got harmonizing voices. My grandma used to stay singing, and you know what I'm saying? So I kind of picked it up. You know what I mean? When I was really young, around 3 or 4. Then after that, Michael Jackson been my favorite entertainer ever since then. And I started listening to his message. Like, he got a lot of songs in his head he can't get out and all that. So basically, that's why I'm, you know what I mean? I keep writing music because sometimes I can't sleep at night. You know what I mean? There's nothing but music in my head. I'm like, there's no other way to express yourself. You ain't gonna tell your mom just right off the bat, like, Mom, I used to do this, I used to do that. You know what I mean? So you put it in your songs, and she was like, Wow, son, I never, thought you said felt that kind of way, like, you know what I mean? So I just expressed myself all my life through music. You know what I'm saying? I started when I was 14 and started a little group with my boy Joey, and after that, in Philly, we just kept like trying to push it and push it. After Get Rich or Die Trying come out, we swore we was 50 Cent. We was going to the movies and packing like vans and shit. We going to the movie theater thinking that we hardcore and messing with people. But I started getting older and like, wait a minute, this is not a fun game. You know what I mean? This people really live this life. So I got older and I'm like, oh, see, now it's cutting in your life because you sat here and played around with it. Now it's happening for you. So lost a lot of things, was facing a 32-year jail sentence. And I said, you know what? I gotta go hard with this music stuff. I said, I can't, you know what I'm saying, give my life away like that and go, you know what I'm saying? I beat the case. It was in 2008. It was something stupid in West Philly. And, I prayed and said, I got a second chance. So I might as well start working on my music more and pushing it. And that's why I said shout out to Josh and Mayor and them and Jermaine and them. They be, you know what I'm saying? They make sure I'm on. They tag me and everything.
Yes, they do. And and shout out to them again, because showing love to each other is what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to, Nels all the time about this, and I'm like, look, it's about people showing love and you showing back that love,
Right.
and showing that it's genuine. So I want to say shout out to them and shout out to you for not letting unfortunate events that happen in your past stop you from where, you are destined to be.
Right. That's I try to tell people. They think it's like the fake it till you make it thing never stuck to me. You see what I'm saying? I'm still to this day. I can sit here with the glamour belts and all that crazy stuff. Like I had it at one point. I was working for Citibank Group. I was good at one point, but due to that sentence where I was facing, I had wound up beating all that type of stuff. So they seized all my money, paid all these fines and fees and stuff like that. Wound up getting 4 years probation, and then that's I started like losing money. You know what I mean? I was saving everything, and I started losing. I said, you know what? I gotta do something. So I started putting into a studio and stuff like that, and working with studio stuff, and that's all I really got to my back. You know what I'm saying? And I try to tell people, I say, y'all don't know who dealing with. I could come around anybody and either act like I'm hardcore crazy and y'all will never know it, or I can act like I'm poor and have my hand out here. Can I have? No, I want them to see my talent and my potential. Like, hey, is this something we can work with him? And you know what I'm saying? That's why I did my track with Reed Dollars to see if it'll get out there. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Reed Dollars. We try to get him for a show too. We need to get him in Pittsburgh. But it's just like, it's not hard on me. I'm not going to sit and go, oh, it's hard on me. Have sorrow. Nope. Keep praying for me. I ain't going to stop. I'm not going to stop my music because I got a lot to say. You know what I mean? It don't matter if you broke or rich.
Yeah. No, for real. And it's all about a story. You guys, like a lot of people don't realize, when they come into the game, they try to, in my opinion, fit in with what's out right now. And there was a period of time, which I feel like is still going on, where people stop caring about lyrics, which blows my mind.
Right. The keyword Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They wasn't even writing these songs. They got caught because they was at a concert and this album started skipping, and they caught that. You're like, hold up, they not singing that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing that. They imaged their whole thing. You know what I mean? They wrote everything for them, and I'm like, I can't live my life like that in a big industry. And they go in and say, hey, Tony, you got to go have purple and green here. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to come and walk around in tight jeans and with a giant shiny belt and all that. And I'm cool. Like, I'm not doing that just to have my way in to please them. You know what I'm saying? I need to go in natural me.
Yep. Yep. And that's what people don't realize is the creativity. Let's go way back to when Usher was out and you got your Little Kims. Let's go further. Little Kim, you got your, like you said, Michael Jackson's. And then let's move a little bit current for the youngsters, Chris Brown. All those people are great because they stayed original and they stayed within themselves. Yes, they fit in with what was going on because at some point you got to, but you can still stay true to yourself while doing that.
Right.
And I feel like that's what made them so successful. And nowadays, I feel like when it comes to music, it's a passion that you have to have. And people ask me all the time, how can you tell when somebody's serious and when they're not? And it shows in their work, whether they have passion or they're just doing it for clout.
Right. One of the brothers caught me at the Cassidy show crying. I was like, y'all don't know what you know what I mean? Like, I could sit here and be like everybody else, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and I've been through this, been through that. We all been through something, but if you see it in somebody's face, like, yo, they crying after their spot. Like after my spot, I just started crying like, yo, this is where I wanted to get to. You know what I mean? I fight and bleed, sweat, and tears for this. Like, that's why I always tell, you know what I mean? I have donation stuff set up for my company. I started a nonprofit organization for medical marijuana patients. And I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, get into certain things that, well, at least I can invest. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, all right, I got investors, sponsors, stuff like that. And that's why I tell them to do my Cash App, TonyDahdonn. That's 3 N's at the end. That's my rap name and 3 N's. Like, that's the donate to nonprofit stuff. I'm trying to get Cassidy here in the Johnstown area. There's a lot of black people starting to move here. So I'm trying to put on for them. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people know about Johnstown. And I'm like, why would I sit here and just not care about the next person or the next dude trying to get on or the next sister trying to sing? And what? I'm going to definitely put them on. You know what I mean? Like, listen to my lyrics. Listen to what I say. Sometimes it'll be off if it's the beginning of my songs and stuff I started writing back in the day, but I perfected it after a while. They can see my perfection after a while. You know what I'm saying? I got something to say, so I'm coming for 2024.
Yes, I know that's right. And congratulations on the business as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Again, huge shout out to Jermaine. We see you out there.
Hell yeah, that's my boy, Jermaine Ski.
Yes,
my
make
boy.
Sure that y'all check out his podcast as well. He goes live on Facebook. The Stew Today Swave. Okay, PTMG. Okay.
All day.
Somebody in the comments says, "Are you from Philly, good brother?"
Yes, I am. Born in Temple Hospital, raised in North Philadelphia all my life until I turned about 24 and I came to Johnstown. Been here ever since.
Wow. Now, how was that transition, especially with you being in the music industry, going from Philly to Johnstown?
What I did was when I got to Johnstown, I saw for what it was and all of that stuff. So that I said, you know what, how would it feel if I'm here now and throwing the show in Philly instead of just me being in Philly throwing the show? You see what I'm saying? Where I'm like, okay, I could just set it right up. I challenged myself. So I wound up throwing the whole show. Shout out to Roller Entertainment too. He started me off with that. Did a show in Philly and that went, kind of successful. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna come up here and, you know what I'm saying, and rock out in Johnstown, start showing them my talent, stuff like that, and get with people that got studios and all that. And I started getting scared. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm up in a mountain town. These people are kind of different. They talk different. I'm like, where am I at after a while? So I just, after a while, they start blending in and, start catching everybody's vibe.
Yes. Okay. And look, somebody else said that shout out to Malik Long. Bro said Philly 215. He's from North Philly.
Oh yeah, there you go. North Philly, stand up, man. That's why I'm just trying to make it somewhere. Like, I'm not throwing myself out to any label, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing my research. I'm like, I ain't just signed to anybody. And you know what I'm saying? I take good contracts. That's why I always read them first. And I'm bringing people like y'all, you know what I mean? Like, hey, is this good? I'll get on y'all nerves.
Ain't nothing wrong with it though. Now, at the beginning when we were talking about, you getting started and everything, you mentioned that MJ was somebody you looked up to. But if you had to mention 2 other music artists that you looked up to besides MJ, who would it be?
The first one would be Rick Ross, because Ross, he knows the business. You see what I'm saying? He's not just your average city. What he's doing is what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, I can be the big artist and rap and all that to my album out, but I'm going to sit back and play the game. You know what I mean? Play behind the curtain. I'm going to produce some stuff, put some artists out there, stuff like that, then work on my album, push it out there and get everything started. And you know what I'm saying? His transition from the music and then the business, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got his nose in everything.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I respect him so much highly that, like, you know what I mean? Like I'll meet him, I'll probably pass out like they do Michael Jackson.
Yes. Rick Ross is definitely about that.
Hmm.
And he's good at what he do music wise too.
Right, right, right. And the second person I really like personally would think it would be Trick Daddy. Because look
Ooh.
how back in the day, you know what I mean? Everybody was rapping, you know, got your little wave going on and all. And then once music changed, he could have just said, forget it, went back to jail, stuff like that, you know. But nope, look at him, started on cooking shows, stuff like that, and got into another trade. Like, that's what I want to do once I get my foot in the door, just try other stuff.
Yep. Yep. And speaking of trying other things, have you
Mm.
ever thought about stepping into the acting world at all?
Definitely. I hit up my man Corley, shout out to Curl. Curl, I know you're watching. I told him, I said, give me any script, I'll take it. I can act something wrong with me. In school, I always was the silly one. So I'm pretty sure I can get all of that. Give me any
Yeah.
script, I'll take it.
Heck yeah. And yeah, shout out to Curl. He's definitely been doing his thing with the films and everything. I knew
Hmm.
Curl way back since I call him Corley, but most people
Hmm.
call him Curl. But I knew him way back when I was doing music and doing shows, and he was actually one of the beginning shows for me with the celebrity, Rah
Hmm.
Rah, the one who
Okay.
used to be with Ti. So yeah,
Hmm.
shout out to Curl.
Oh yeah, that's my boy. That's my mom commenting on there. Hi mom. Shout out to my mom. She birthed me to into this story. You know what I mean? So she always tell me never don't just sit there and shut your mouth for nobody. Just tell your story and somebody's gonna listen because somebody gonna go through the same thing you went through.
Absolutely. Yeah, shout out to her, okay?
Hmm.
Because like I always say, behind every man is a strong woman. And I have a
Right.
son. He's only 10, but one day he will be grown and it takes strong women at the
Definitely.
end of the day.
Yeah. Shout out to Ed. They go Edwin. Edwin, what's up? What's up?
Shout out to Ed. Now,
Yeah.
as a music artist, you mentioned you do so much. You got music, you got the business going, you've been doing shows.
Hmm.
And, me personally, as a music artist, there's so many songs that you'll do. But I
Hmm.
want to ask you, what do you feel is your favorite song you ever done since you started making music?
My favorite song I ever done was 1984, featuring my artist, Meek Show. Shout out to her. Um, she, I didn't think that she would actually like do good on that song. 'Cause I'm like, you know what, this is something she can handle by herself. I said, let me write something. So we wound up writing something. I said, oh my goodness, she was in there singing on it and all. Like that's all her vocals in it and all.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
amazing. So you said part of your label, correct?
Yes, I started my own record label in 1984, Music Group LLC through LegalZoom, and what I mean, just trying to keep everything running and going, and because of the small business stuff, fall and stuff like that, I'm trying to get up and running in Johnstown where I can get a commercial spot.
Ooh, okay. So,
Mhm.
for your commercial spot, what do you plan on doing with that? Making that a studio or a multimedia center?
I was gonna make it a studio and then multimedia center, and then make songwriting classes for like ages between 13 to like 25, and what I mean, help them perfect their craft and anything they need to say to their parents or they think that is gonna, what I mean, capture the world's air.
Yes, I like that. And I'm glad that you're doing that. I want to say salute because I was just saying this the other day too that I remember when at least I was growing up, there was a lot of youth programs. There was after school programs and summer programs,
Mhm.
but nowadays, what are these different cities offering these children to keep them out of the streets?
Nothing, nothing. I know Manny from Pretty Ricky. Shout out to my man Manny from Pretty. That's my brother. We do a lot of stuff at the music center up there. You know what I mean, up there in Pittsburgh, and that's one of the things that I be trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? That's sending a message that you ain't just selfish with your talent.
Exactly. Exactly. And the youth is the future. So we got to start by, us setting that example at the end of the day.
Right, right. That's true.
'Cause, oh my goodness, I don't know what went wrong.
Something in the water.
Something in the water, yes, because even if we're talking about musically, let's think back.
Mm.
Back to real R&B when R&B was out compared to the R&B now. It's totally different.
Wasn't it
Um,
called something different? That's what I'm saying. How they added pop music with R&B. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes. Even the lyrics. I mean, back then, let's talk 90s, early 2000s. It was all about love.
Mm-hmm.
If you did wrong, like Pleasure P did you wrong. But Bobby Valentina had songs. Usher has songs. If they did wrong, how to make it up, and they chased them. Nowadays, everything's like F this, F that, forget you, and we don't
Right.
care, and everything.
I was listening. That's why I was listening to Usher's song in the Super Bowl halftime. Like, you know what? These were songs that you knew what to say to a girl. Like, especially "There Goes My Baby," stuff like that. And then the other one where he said about cheating and stuff. And I'm like, see, he told her that he did it. You know what I mean? He said I made a mistake and all that, and he didn't just, oh yeah, forget it, I don't care, or act like, you know what I mean? Like it didn't happen. And it's certain stuff you would tell a woman, you know what I mean? It'll make her look up at you like, you know what I mean? Girls used to put their hands on their cheeks back in the day when guys say nice stuff and they used to, you know what I mean? But not anymore.
No. And these artists, I forgot who it was. I want to say, I forgot who it was. I don't want to lie on the artist. I want to say it was either Megan or it can't be Nikki. Maybe Megan, but don't quote me on it. One of the artists, female artists, were getting backlash saying this person isn't a role model. And their exact words were, "Who said I was trying to be your kid's role model?" And I'm like,
Right.
"Ooh,
That's what I'm saying. What were you in the music industry for? You were just in it for the money. That's telling me that, oh, I'm in there just for the money. I don't care about sending the message. I don't care about my message getting out there. Nobody knowing the real me. Like there's something wrong that we miss. And because we don't think like that, doesn't it piss people off? Like you
right,
ever talk to people and stuff and it's like, okay, you agreeing with me with the things that I want to change in life and in the future and anything, and you're going to sit there and do the same thing behind my. I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna watch you do that, and like, how could you just live your life two ways? Like, I'm not. I can't do it.
yeah." Yeah, and I see that a lot, and that goes back to what we were talking about people having passion for this and just doing it for clout.
Right.
Because I feel like that's where the disconnection comes in with the game. Is everybody wants to be the one to be like, "Oh, I did it first," instead of if somebody's doing something, support them, grow together,
That's
see
what
how
I'm
you can make it
saying.
out.
That's what I'm saying. Look at the older artists is fighting still. Like Grandmaster Caz and all, they still fighting the who started rapping or who started hip hop. And why y'all still fighting? Y'all grown men. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? That's just like you're not gonna intimidate the new word that's trying to transition and to pick up hip hop, which y'all was doing back in the day. That's why we not can only use it because they fight too much.
Right. Yep. And that's the problem. Even with female artists, we finally, in my opinion, got it to where female artists is booming right now. Like they're the topic.
Mhm.
And the first thing that happens is they want to beef with each other. I don't understand
Right,
it.
right. Remember back in the day, Trina and Trina. Listen, Trina had her thing going, far as you know, what I mean, explicit, whatever. But Trina understood the business. Like she didn't go in. People came at her and stuff like that, but you don't see her going to get booked and acting stupid and all of that. And out there, they say she got her own little business going, and I would like to see that. What they should have did was sit back at a high desk and put all of the people on today on. That's what I think. All of them artists. That's what you know
Yeah.
what I mean. Jada Kiss, anybody that got record labels, Snoop Dogg, anybody should have just came right, go in the hood, start driving around the people that got real stories, start doing that. Oh, I want the hottest dude that's getting views and likes and all of that. I don't care about nobody liking me. It should capture your ear. If you a boss and you sat in these streets like this, then
Right. Exactly. And that's with anything you do in the music entertainment business.
hmm
Everything is not for everybody.
nope.
I had that conversation with an artist the other day, and what we do is to attract the ones who care and that are interested. We know
Right.
that we're not going to win the whole world over, but
Right.
we don't mind that, and that's okay. However, we're gonna try, but we know it's not possible.
That's what I'm saying. You see what Will Smith did with his kids. He tried to throw them into that transition thing, and now you done mess their heads up, and they real talent is gone. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, oh, they can sing their behinds off,
yeah, they can.
and a lot
They're
of people
super,
don't know that.
yeah, they are super talented. I used to love Willow's song with my hair
hmm
back and forth.
Right, like she had that trend going, and the next thing you know, they just start going into depression, and they people keep talking about divorce, and that's why I don't want to get in that TMZ limelight. You know, what I mean, they did that to my brother. Shout out to Andre Rocks too from Wu Tang Killer Bees. They did that to my brother. They thought something happened in the early 2000s. You can look it up on Google, and he sued the TMZ for that, and he's
Mm,
still fighting it to this day. Yeah, they did some crazy stuff to him.
that's
So,
crazy.
like they'll do anything. They'll get you with cameras, and you better not do nothing wrong. They own you.
Heck yeah. Oh, thank you so
Mhm.
much. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
Your mom said she liked my hair. I said thank
Mhm.
you. So, as we're having that conversation, you already know how hard it is in the game. And I'm sure you're hearing all the stuff that's going on with P. Diddy and other music artists. So, with you being a music artist in the game, what would you say the hardest part about being an artist nowadays are?
Staying away from Diddy. That the shit that I'm watching with him and TD fakes, I can't do it. I can't, like, this is something that I wouldn't want to be part of. Somebody take me, look like Lecrae said. I don't know if you seen the interview with Lecrae. He was like, he said he went in there and they was like, yo, you getting down, you down or whatever. He's like, no, I'm cool. Like, what is this? Like, you gotta stay away from people like that. Yeah. Somebody that wants to change you when you trying to come in and just keep your originality going. That's why everybody keeps saying like stay indie artists. You know what I mean? Because they'll try to push you to be at people parties like Diddy. I'm cool.
Yeah, for real. And it's so crazy because, back then, before this Diddy stuff came out, people used to always say how terrible he was since Tupac. But it kind of was buried. And then you had your R. Kelly situation, which I'm so disappointed in. I can't lie, you guys. I love his music. I hate what he did.
Yeah, man. I don't know. R. Kelly, how can I say that? In a good way to keep my blackdom. He didn't. Okay, R. Kelly. We listened to him all our lives, stuff like that. Grew up on him and all that type of stuff. Okay, cool. We knew he was dating Aaliyah, and we knew she was underage at that time. So it's popping out that the parents and all that was emancipating the kids. They was, oh, that's R. Kelly. We're gonna send them to him and stuff. So how can somebody be a predator if he ain't out there going to get them? He was sitting in the house. They went to go get them girls.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's just like Young Thug. Like they all pitting all that stuff against him, and they ain't got no one thing with his name on it. And he's sitting in jail. Like that's corny. Blueface. Like they hit him with his the probation violation thing and all that. Like, nah, man. Us brothers trying to do something out here. Y'all want to just keep putting us in jail, violating? Nah. You stupid. We keeping the crime out of the streets. We're keeping it down. Some people listening to us. You know what I'm saying? They need to keep us out these jails.
Yeah. Yeah. They do. But it's a shame because I used to always think after getting into the music industry and seeing people make it to the top and then be pushed away in prison for years. And I'm like, dang, they really wait for you to be something for you to be caught up at the end. And it just like it all goes to waste because years later when you come out, who's really listening to it anymore? You know what I mean? The way that you are.
It's gonna fade away. That's what we call one hit wonders. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like they see that money and all of that. And then those are the ones that still got the streets in them. Once you do that, you're supposed to professionalize yourself. Like you're supposed to go into it with a suit on, walk in that office, like, hey, I'm ready to work. The albums and all that type of stuff. Okay, but I ain't in the streets no more. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because Diddy the one that told Biggie that in the Notorious movie.
Right. That was my movie.
Like that's why I learned a lot from that movie. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I ain't stopping.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you even mentioned another good movie earlier, Get Rich or Die Trying. That was a dope movie also.
Yes. 50 list. He explained that story. Like it didn't show I pursued my rap career. I just kept going. I don't care. I did this and did that and pushed my way into the industry. He said I was rapping, then I went back to selling crack. He said, you know what I mean? Like that didn't work. So, you know what I mean? I had my deals with doing that. You know what I mean? And I can relate to that a whole lot. I've done that. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to admit my past because now I wouldn't be able to sit here and talk to you today if I didn't. You know what I mean? If I would have held it all in or nothing would have never happened, I would have sat here like the rest of these fake dudes and all that. And nah.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Literally, yeah. And I try to tell people that all the time, even in regular life, don't be ashamed of your past. Be proud that you got past it.
Yeah.
For the ones that did. And for the ones that didn't, still work on it. It's never too
late. They know how it is in Philly. They know people that listen, like that's why they say we different. Like we the heck with all the money, all that extra stuff. But when it comes to like, we see dark, you know what I mean? I be sitting here thinking Johnstown dark and all that because of the addicts and all that, but it ain't nothing compared to Philly. Like if you survived that and you came out of here after 20, oh man, you the man.
Wow. That's intense. Because Will Smith's from Philly too, right?
Right, he's from West Philly, but he's more than the back near the colleges and all. Don't get me wrong, stuff still happens around there and all, but when you like deeper in the inner city and all that, like North Philly and South Philly and you know what I mean, in the beginning of West Philly and all that, by the park and all that, where he made the summertime video and all that. That's dangerous areas. All of that is.
That's crazy. And you know, even with that, we were talking about past when Will Smith had that infamous smack at the Oscars across Chris Rock's face. Everybody was so shocked as if Will Smith is a saint. And I'm like, did you guys forget he told y'all his story? He never portrayed himself to be innocent or none of that. He just lived his life.
Right. He said it was just a, you know what I mean? Like, you know how niggas just react real quick and don't even, you know what I mean, think or whatever, but you're not going to talk about a dude wife in the hood. I don't care where you from. You know what I mean? You're not going to just disrespect his wife. His wife showed some type of way. He looked at her face. If you look at him, he looked right at her like, nah, she upset. I don't like this. Like, that was it. He went right in his Philly bag on that.
Yes, he sure did. He started laughing. He said, oh, yeah.
He switched right up real quick.
Heck yeah. But, you know, shout out to Philly. You know, if you're from Philly, you're from Philly. Shout out to you.
Definitely. Shout out 215. That's my spot.
Yes. And Malik, I swear, Malik Long, I did not know. Well, I did know we did an interview, but I keep forgetting you from Philly. I would have never guessed, but there I go.
We up and coming, the Philly rappers, man. You know who Reed Dollars is. We up and coming, man. We trying to get up to that, you know what I mean, that spot, and the heck with the #1 Billboard spot and all that. No, we trying to get up to that spot where we can say, hey, let's go put other people on. Let's go do movies. Let's go try other stuff since we got this money. You know what I mean? Put it to use. Open a store, stuff like that.
Absolutely. And it's the perfect time to do it. 2024 just started. It's already February. Time's going fast, but it's still taking its little time. So I'm sure, you know, you got so much in store. So for the people who are tuning in or will tune in later, let the people know what you got in store for us in 2024.
Well, the video with Reed Dollars called Keep On is coming up real soon. We're going to be starting to shoot it next month in Philly. So we want everybody to come out for that. It's going to be shot next month. I'll give out the date on my page. After that, well, hopefully we'll be working with Corley and them, you know what I mean, doing the movie and getting all that stuff done. And then the summertime, we got that, you know, more movie stuff to be, you know what I mean, got going on. But mainly I'm trying to work on more videos. I'm trying to build my video clientele up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just keep going with video. I got another video called Nobody Knows. That's on my YouTube too. Make sure y'all sharing like that too. I did a video for that like I think it was like last July. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna just keep on going. So I got another video coming out with Time coming up soon. I'm gonna do half of that in Philly and half in Pittsburgh. Ooh, that song Time, that right there. If you really want to know who Tony the Don is, listen to that song Time.
Yes. And actually, you guys, we have a surprise for you because we have 2 songs we're actually going to play tonight too. So we'll get to that.
Definitely.
They ain't ready.
Nope, they ain't ready. That's what I'm saying. That's why Josh Love, he was like, yo, he tagged me in there. You telling that story. You're not playing. Like I said, I'm telling you, I'm coming. I'm coming. I could have been the battle rapping and all of that. Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? Go at people. And no, I don't want to come at nobody. I want all these brothers to grab my arms and we all stand in the chain line and start just all spit our talent for this world.
Definitely. And now, you know, do you have any performances coming up as well?
The IMAX theater in Johnstown, we scheduling it for May because they're doing renovations right now. But we got the IMAX theater down in downtown Johnstown for May. I tapped into the LGBTQ community to, you know what I mean, just to spread my message also. It might could change somebody's mind in that also. So I don't discriminate against nobody. That's not my job. So I'm the headliner for their event this year in Johnstown in July. So, you know, shout out to John Bartola for giving me that headline spot.
Yes, that's big. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. And you guys, that's so true. We definitely over this way ain't no discrimination. Everybody is beautiful in their own way. And salute to everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing your thing, do your thing. Okay.
Definitely.
For real. And plus, you know, how should I put this? A lot of people focus on the wrong things. Like support is support. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if people are supporting you, you better go out and support them as well. So I'm super excited. So for that show, do you have tickets available that people could purchase for that showcase?
The tickets will be available around April. It will be, yes, around April. And things like that. We're talking to the guys and all of that. And my other homie is at a place called 900 Place. We're gonna have a little small showcase there too for little local artists that want to get on and you know what I mean, bring you out and stuff like that. Put a couple of brothers on, let them, spread their message too. I ain't selfish at all.
I know that's right. So, my biggest question is because it seems like you have a lot going on. You got a lot of things lined up. You ready for the year? But besides this year, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Hopefully running this songwriting school and, trying to get it off the ground, stuff like that. And then the commercial spot downtown. And hopefully by then I have other people running it for me. You know what I mean? Where I can go set up in another state and just keep doing it in each state to try to, spread that whole message. Like, you know what, y'all, we can have studios in any state, but where can you go express yourself? Right. These dudes gonna come in and they say if it's corny to them, they gonna be like, oh man, whatever. They just gonna put it together trashy. They ain't gonna mix and master it right. So, you know what I mean? Just make sure, like, I want people like me to be out there. You know what I mean? The A&Rs and all of that. Why they not sitting in the hoods? Some of them will come to a couple shows. They got homies and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but they're not in every part. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to where I'm walking around and, you know what I mean? I'm walking. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no car. I'm walking. So I'm seeing everything with my own eyes. So they're missing a lot of good, amazing talent here. You know what I mean? In Johnstown, Pennsylvania, the whole state of Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Philly, like they need to start getting in these hoods.
Yes, definitely. And they used to do that back in the day. I mean, when we're talking Notorious, so Biggie days, they used to, like, say you're at a bar, they used to come in and just listen to the local acts doing open mic. And that's how they found their talent. And from there, it might have been a producer or it might have been just an engineer. And they're like, yo, let's work. Then from there, they introduced it. It was about who you knew from there.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
Yeah. And I miss that. It's just like nowadays with the streaming crap. And I have to call it crap because I feel like music artists don't get the money that they should for their music with the streaming. I come from when I started rapping, selling CDs on the street, doing that foot part.
Yep, doing that part right out your car. You're like, listen, I got these CDs, $5, put them in the poppy stores and all that, and like this, like you said, like it'll be some people like part of the streams and the views. I think you were saying it yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, how you saying that all of these people are in our book. I got 5,000 followers. Why all of them not on my YouTube? You know what I'm saying? We could be making bread off. They don't know. I can make money off of that. I can support my family. I can take care of my kids. I can, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I'm retired, I can give her a big retirement gift or something. And I can't do nothing. Like I'm like, okay, so now I got to build up this. But I'm telling everybody, hey, go follow my YouTube, go follow my SoundCloud, go do this, go do that. I should have the same amount as I should have on my Facebook.
Yes, exactly. And like, I'm glad that you said that because you were tuning yesterday and I said, let you post something personal, which is still good news. Thank you for the likes and stuff. But it has nothing to do with the business, all these likes. And I'm like, oh, you guys are there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, here y'all go, y'all in here, or y'all on the dumbest stuff, let something dumb happen, or somebody say something. That's why, like, a few people in Johnstown did that. They even called my producer and said, yo, Tony acting like he trying to get people to like him. He acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's complaining about this, complaining about that. I said, you know what? Y'all not around these artists that's here saying, yo, y'all got to put a show together. What's going on? You know what I mean? The stuff like that. So they called my producer. And my producer like, what do you mean? He's not going to stop what he's doing. He's trying to, like, help other people. And you can't stop somebody from trying to promote the truth. Right. I'm not going around promoting a lie saying, oh, yeah, I did this, did that. And they go check my record. They like, Tony ain't do shit. I would never do something like that. You know what I mean? So I want people to relate to my stories and stuff instead of just, you know what I mean, sitting back and, oh, yeah, I just liked it, whatever he just threw out on Facebook on his story. Nah, go to my YouTube, subscribe.
Yes. Especially when it doesn't cost anything to do that.
At all. At all.
At all. It just blows my mind. And I feel like before the independent music scene can be changed, that has to be changed for sure. Right,
exactly. Like I can't sit and just wait for views and building. You like, what is, you know what I mean? They're not doing it. So we sitting back waiting in the chair.
Right. And then don't get it twisted, you guys. We're not saying every single music artist you have to like. That's not what we're saying at all.
Right.
But if that is the case where maybe you check something out, you don't like it, try to give positive feedback, let them know what they could have done different or what you would have done different or your advice. Ain't not
Right.
wrong with it. But,
Right.
I feel it's really disrespectful for somebody to send something to somebody and they look at it and just don't respond or they won't share or like, it's just to me, just really disrespectful.
Right. Did you? Oh, I get people when I met, I send them my stuff and all that. They go, "Oh, you just trying to promote yourself," or they're like, "You're 40. I'll be 40 years old this month." They like, "Oh, you 40 years old. You trying to make it?" I'm like, "What? Didn't you just see Killer Mike on the awards the other day? He said it don't matter how old you is. Somebody, you know what I mean? Like that old, being young, being on Star Search, trying to make it stuff don't work no more.
It don't. It really don't. Look at how many people again from the 90s and before that are out right now still doing their thing. So it
That's
means nothing.
nothing at all. Nelly, what I mean? Got E40, people like him, Jay-Z. Like, come on, man. Like, what y'all gonna tell them that they, grown men rapping? What if they slept on something and then they like woke up like, hey, I remember this story when I was young, and they go write about it. You gonna tell them the same thing? Nah.
Right. Like it blows my mind. And I'm glad that there are music artists out there like you that, realize what it is. And, you're not trying to be something you're not. You're trying to stay true to yourself. And at the same time, is create a platform in a way for the younger generation to also showcase their talent to follow their dreams. Shout out to you.
Yes, definitely. It's not ever about myself. You know what I mean? It got me teared up. Like, it's never about me. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard trying not to crack under pressure. You know what I mean? But I found a better way by just doing some reading and stuff like that and reading my Quran and, just trying to keep myself together. There's a lot of brothers is breaking out here. So I can't do it. If I'm the one that can save everybody, let me do it. Give me a cape.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And with that being said, if somebody wanted to get into the music industry right now and they didn't know where to start or what to do, what would your advice be to them?
Please come into it with yourself. Do not come in there copying Lil Wayne. Don't come in there copying DMX. Don't come in there copying none of them. They had their own stories. That's why they can still rap about the same things at all their lives. So, you know what I mean? Don't come in there with somebody else's story or using your homie story. And, oh, I see my man grow up like that and all that. You go use it. No, come in the industry being yourself. If they don't like it, close the door on them.
Slam it if you want to.
Yeah, definitely.
For real though. Like it really be like that. And again, salute to you, everything that you got going on. You guys, we actually have 2 singles that from him that we're going to get into tonight. One is called Flexin'. The other one is called Count on Me. And before we get into those singles though, let the people know a little bit more about those 2 singles.
Flexin'. Shout out my boy Alabama Giants representing Uniontown. Man, him just, one day he was like, "Oh, Tone, I need you to get on this track with me like that." I'm like, man, it's probably something that you probably got to dance around to or something. Then he said, "No, these guys was coming at me and was saying all this stuff and was acting fake out here." So I said, all right, cool. I listened to it. And within 7 minutes, I wrote my part to it. And that was it. And then Keep On, that's when I wrote that at the same time I wrote Count on Me. I wrote that the same day. Like how you hear, oh, it took me 6 months to write this. No, I'm gonna wake up out of my sleep and just start writing. I do that every night.
Yes. So I'm glad. Well, at least we know that you write yourself. Now, when it comes to recording, do you also record yourself? Because I know you said you wanted to open up your own space.
I know how to record. Don't get me wrong and stuff like that. But I got a whole producer, Tim Odom. Shout out to Tim Odom, Prodigy Entertainment.
Shout out to them. That's dope. But at least you know how to also record yourself, because I feel like it's important as a music artist to learn those things on your own, just in case, because you never know.
Right. That's what that studio do in Florida. Like you rent out the spot, you got to record yourself. My man at Audio Vision Studios, he want me to come down and record and all, but they'll leave it to you. You pay for the spot, they gone.
Wow.
You gotta learn. You gotta learn it.
Hey, you got to. You got to. And that's the best way to learn, because if somebody's standing over you and trying to baby you, it just ain't gonna work.
Right. They're gonna have their own sound. You gotta have your own sound.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you guys, I know y'all are wondering like, oh, we ready to hear this. So we ain't gonna make y'all wait. We about to get into this first one called Flexing. Stay tuned.
So shoot at niggas, this ain't what it's supposed to be. Play the corner, have it packed stash. Try that shit for me. Gotta have a mind of a boss, this shit ain't new to me. Dreams leave them stains, never getting push that dope for me.
How'd a pussy go to jail, banging blood, and now he quit? Swear to God, in my mind, pussy nigga make no sense. If I was you, nigga, I'd run and hide. You punched on a crackhead and did a small ass 5. Goofy, we all know the truth. You told on Joey to the blues. Last time I saw the nigga, swear to God it wasn't Walmart shoes. Brandy, she don't want the smoke. Shove my dick on down the throat. Get a bitch a bump a coat. Bet she fuck all on my bro Javari. He's a fucking clown. Worth of all, he's smoking brown. Drove to Isabel just to lay his fucking body down. But your mama called the cops. False gripping, need to stop. Dirty D broke as fuck. Came to me to hook him up. I used to watch him smoke the yuck. Now the nigga laid up stuck. Dirty D don't want the smoke. Brandy, she a fucking hoe. The bitch used to fuck on Joe. Dirty, you a fucking joke. I swear you out here banging crib. Dirty, you a fucking bitch. All that tough talking on the net, you already need to stop. Pull up, slide the window down. All you hear is pistol spot. I told y'all niggas stop fucking with me, dog. Dirty D, bitch ass nigga. Talking all that shit to all your homeboys, nigga. When I pulled up, nigga, ain't none of that happened, bro. Keep that energy over there, bro. Tone, get in here and fuck these niggas up. Get off that paperwork, Dirty.
Benjamin, I got that paper, middle finger, all my haters. Gotta stop that punt faking, got the whole block shaking. Vested with that work and then I move it through the street. I got the girls twerking all her ass, hands to her feet. Town stomping at 215 where I did the most crime. Hide that money collecting honeys, even did the bitch prime. Tony on his own time, vested in his own mind. Grab a bat, hit a nigga, run them pockets, all them figures. Middle finger, all my niggas, block them gold, bop them triggers. Toss some cash, hide the stash, give a nigga all the bags. Stop a nigga, you ain't gangsta, Mr. Big, I gotta make it. Blood is red, I know you thinking, stop that before I pop you, nigga. Pay the hustle, shoot at niggas, this ain't what it's supposed to be. Play the corner, have it packed stash, hide that shit for me. Gotta have a mind of a boss, this shit ain't new to me. Dreams leave them stains, grab a gat and push that dope for me.
It's the only way to tell my story. Fuck. Take my pain away. Damn, for the one time. Got it, yeah. The real message written in a bunch of chain letters. Trying to think of how my life get it ain't any better. Find a path where the flows like the illest past. Never seen a fucking mill, but it's stuck to my past. Wasn't broke, I had a lot of shit I've been around. Seen them shot, but never seen them fall to the ground. Never been a follower, followed any steps. I went established a set when I'm here catching wreck. Throwing salt on the wound because the lyrics flames. When I blaze, the bullets fly like it's gonna rain. I think I'm going insane, I can't control my brain. Went to snorting some cane to stop the sinking pain. Wasn't thinking I'm drinking and making bad mistakes. I had to look right within, I can't be playing fake. When this shit going in, I need to catch a break. They say fools go moving for a boss sake. Can you count on me? Can I count on you? The wrong path, chose the hustle, get that bag. Build the wings strong, spread apart, I'll do my thing. Yeah, I come from the trenches where you kill for riches. Go the wrong way, get sprayed is where you lay. Show up where the real OG is supposed to be. Hold the 4-4, extra clips I'm under me. Step on the wrong shoes, nigga, yeah, you gonna lose. Trying to be hard, I'm already labeled hard. Niggas ran yard, lost, called shots, I held it all. Set a good path, cause it would be hard. Niggas in charge playing ball in the yard. Flights is on call, taking off, I flew it all. Uncle named Charles playing cards and lost it all. His wife broke his jaw, took a gun and ended all. That's crazy, y'all. Bitch didn't budge, y'all. She went to standing in court and said, forget that nigga. Older 100 niggas should've pulled the whole trigger. Be a cold nigga on this hate 100 niggas. I'm a cold nigga, told her should've killed that nigga. I would've hit her with the kick and made him pay them figures.
In the HotxXMag Online Radio. Y'all heard that song, Count on Me by Tony. Okay. That one was deep. I ain't gonna hold you. That song was definitely deep.
Man, that had me teared up. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, when it's real and you wrote it, you just like, yo, it's you know what I mean, just like reminiscing. That's all it is.
Definitely. I had to put my head down, put my hood on, like, ooh.
That's what I'm sitting out, man. Like, that story came from my Uncle Albert. I changed the name up only, though. That's the only thing that ain't real is the name. Uncle Albert got killed by his wife in 98. I was at the baseball game, and then he spent all the money, and his wife got mad. Came back. They put me in the abandoned house next door on the steps. She went in the crib and beat him to death with a baseball bat, then shot him. Then like that, I'm like, wow, like, wait a minute, like, you know what I mean? I'm sitting there as a 7-year-old child, like, are you serious? You know what I mean? Like, did this happen to me? Right. You know what I mean? Like, it's dark. It's dark in my world.
That's deep. That's real deep. And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for your loss. Sheesh. That's a lot at 7. I mean, like I said, my son is 10. And if I'm going back to, I don't remember my 7-year-old self, but if I was, that's kind of heavy to be watched. You know, that's kind of heavy to witness all of that.
Right. Like back in the day, it was easy to experience that stuff. You know what I mean? Like you going to watch it as a kid because people did stuff in front of you back then. You know what I mean? Even though people do that now, but it's in a different way. You know what I mean? Like parents smoked joints around us when we was young and all. We knew not to touch none of that stuff. You know what I mean? We knew not to grow up and repeat none of that. And I could repeat anything I saw.
Yeah, no, for real. It's definitely different now. It's, oh my goodness. Pray for these kids nowadays. It's definitely different. But you know, for the people who were tuned in, I know that they were feeling that music. So let them know, where could they follow you on social media?
You can follow me on Facebook, Tony the Don, TonyDahdonn. You can find me on SoundCloud, same name. You can find me on YouTube, Tony TonyDahdonn.
Yes, make sure y'all go follow Tony the Don on social media. You feel me? And go ahead and make sure that y'all listen to his music. Subscribe to him on YouTube as well. Now, before we head up out of here so that people can go ahead and follow you and tune into your music, do you have any special shout outs you want to give tonight?
Special shout out to my mom. She's been tuning in the whole time. You know what I mean? She made sure I told my story. You know what I mean? I could have been shy and my mom, I don't want to say too much, but nope. She knows how I am. I would say anything. Shout out to everybody, my producers, my DJ, Mo, like everybody, Alabama Giants, the whole Johnstown, PA. Let's get it, y'all.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to your mom Dukes for tuning in. I appreciate all the love and support as well. You're amazing. And shout out to you as well, you know, for coming live on the show and supporting the station. So salute to you and your mom.
Definitely. Salute, mom. Love you, mom.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you guys tapping in with us. Make sure you go follow him on social media. And if you're not following me already, make sure you follow at HotxMagOnlineRadio. Okay. We out of here for tonight, you guys. Get some sleep. And if you're going out, be safe. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.